Hogwarts because you're Hogwarts students. Welcome to the Great Hall. Thank you for joining us here. This is the 2014 Halloween Feast, and I am Hermione Granger, as some of you know. Many of you are friends with my daughter, Rose Weasley, who's cleverer than all of you put together. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I can't help it. I won't say anything else. We're having the feast a week early this year because Professor McGonagall has invited me and some other Hogwarts alums who have an improvisation troupe to perform for you. And a number of my fellow performers are already booked next week, and they're going on what they told me was an adults-only cruise ship rager. No idea what that entails, but it sounds entirely inappropriate. And I should recommend that none of you ever do anything like that at all. I know that some of you had pumpkin muffins, so I hope that you did enjoy them. We brought those in from a Muggle baker because, obviously the magical community has access to pumpkins year-round, but Muggles spend autumn being absolutely adorable about all things pumpkin spice, so we wanted to humour them. Harry Potter and my husband, Ron Weasley, are not able to join us this evening. We had wanted them to, but they had already scheduled a male bonding trip to Las Vegas, where they tell you there are a number of magical desert landscapes to explore and study because they think I don't know about gambling. But it's okay because I've swapped out Ron's money pouch and he only has 1 gallon with him. I can take care of everything. It's so lovely to see you all here. But I will thank you to start playing with that cockroach, Scorpius Malfoy. I think you'll find I have a mean right hook. Just ask your father. So, speaking of right hooks, the Americans have Ebola now. That wasn't a very good transition. You see, my therapist says that I need to be funnier and work on my sense of humour and being more playful, so I'm sort of practicing my joke writing. So anyway, how can you tell the difference between a ghost and a person who has Ebola? Well, I'll tell you, because that's how jokes work. A ghost is the imprint of a departed soul left upon the earth, and a person with Ebola is someone Americans ignore unless the afflicted person is himself American. And that's how you can tell the difference. I asked for a glass of water, and the house elf seems to have brought me some butterbeer, which there's apparently a great deal of in the castle this evening, and I believe you can all obtain later. But obviously I'm not going to drink before a show, I'm not wrong.
Did somebody say butterbeer?
This is Roger.
Hello?
Would you like...
Don't mind if I do, thank you, Granger.
Kind of an alcoholic.
Cheers.
Anyway, the Hogwarts alumni tonight are going to begin with some short-form improvisation games, and I thought it would be more fun to start off the evening with a test. But I was outvoted. So, for anyone who's disappointed, I would like to apologise to anyone who's sad that you shan't be allowed to take a test on the Goblin Rebellions of 1774, which are obviously the most exciting Goblin rebellions. I'm very sorry. So usually I host the short-form games, but it has been suggested that I am too bossy and too much of a know-it-all to run the games. So I have been demoted to a player in the games, and instead Ambrosia Fitzwalter shall be hosting, not as well as I would, if I do say so. Yes, so please welcome Ambrosia to the stage if you must.
Try not to have too much. Alright, so we're going to have with us the wonderful Hogwarts alumni improv team. the ministry. I'm charming and you're dull. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Anyway, called category die, and we're going to kill some improvisers. Now, we're going to get a category from someone in the audience, and when we get that category, whoever I point to with my wand will have to say something that is in that category. If they say something that is not in that category, if they say something that has already been said, and if they take too long to say it, totally up to my discretion, they die. And I think you can help me out here. They don't just die by you guys yelling die, they die by you yelling one of the worst curses in the world. Oh, no, I didn't point it at you, sorry. You see the little terror on her face.
Can we all set our wands to improv?
Oh yes, maybe we should do that. Everyone, please set your wands to improv so we don't accidentally kill someone. All right. Improvious. Come on, are you sure you don't want to host this?
Yes, I want to host it, but I've been rejected.
Oh, sad face. All right. So can I please get a category? Any category at all?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. All right. Dinosaurs.
Stegosaurus.
Triceratops.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Pachycephalosaurus.
What?
They're bald, they've got hard heads.
All right.
Triceratops.
Oh, that folks has been repeated. Abracadabra. Oh. Can I get another category, please?
Natural plants.
Hogwarts classes.
No, herbiology.
Defensive dark arts.
Creatures, care of magical.
The divination.
Oh, that's what owls. Silencio.
Apology has been repeated. So, abracadabra.
Roger?
All right. Can I have one final category for undoing?
Breakfast cereals.
Breakfast cereal. Let's go.
Wizard Wheaties. Transmogrification trips.
Is our champion.
Thank you, as always. Okay.
All right. So, next, we are going to get some chairs up here. We're going to play a little game called One Screw. So we're going to host a talk show here for you. And our friend Roger is an expert. So he's an expert on what?
Breakfast cereal.
No. All right, let's try it this way. Somebody give me a sport.
Wait,
Wait. And somebody give me an animal.
Dragon.
Dragon. You are an expert on dragon quidditch. And
So, Mr. Philly Whistle, it's my understanding that you are the world's foremost expert on dragon quidditch, which seems a very dangerous game, and the most dangerous game perhaps.
Not only foremost. I'm the only expert on dragon Quidditch. I'm the only one to survive witnessing a match.
Are you quite serious? No other human have any dragons survived matches?
No one. There was, however, a centaur. There was one centaur that snuck in. Somehow he got away.
I've got something in my eye, my right eye. Just get it out with my wand. No, that would be dangerous.
You don't have a name.
I do apologise. So
mean yourself. I am a world-renowned expert.
You don't get hair like this by not taking care of it.
No, don't get hair like that.
So, if I may, my question is, dragons playing Quidditch ride broomsticks. And how does that work, exactly? Or do they just fly?
Of course they ride broomsticks, it's Quidditch.
Broomsticks, could you take me through the details of the game?
It's like Quidditch, but with dragons.
So it's not really anyone could be an expert on dragon Quidditch, because it's the exact same.
No, I am a witness to dragon Quidditch.
Okay. Should you like to tell me exactly what you saw in the game that you watched?
I saw dragons playing Quidditch. All of them died. The Ridgebacks won, though. I'm a Ridgeback fan. Go Ridgebacks! Go Ridgebacks! It's a shame about them. They were such majestic flyers.
I think I would support, is there a Chinese fireball team, or was there before they all died? Because that's the team I would support.
Well, the thing about the Chinese fireball team is that they're just not very good at group sports. It's like the Muggles, the Chinese Muggles. They're not very good at soccer on the world stage. And the dragons are just not very good at Quidditch.
That seems offensive. And what is soccer again?
It's football.
Oh, that still seems offensive. I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it is.
It is. Let me show you. Here, come with me. We'll apparate to a newsstand. And I'll show you an article about how they can't get their shit together. Football.
Okay, let's go.
See. Alright. That was nothing. Nothing like a good old once through. Next, we're going to give you a scene, a very deadly scene. Yes. In this scene, I'm going to get 4 ways people can die. And then you're going to see them before the scene is over. Is everyone intrigued?
I know I am.
Good. So can I please have one at a time? Let's first way to die.
Hypocrite executioner.
Asphyxiation. Second way to die.
Hypocrite executioner.
Basilisk. Third way to die.
Scared by Professor Snape.
Scared to death by Professor Snape. And fourth way to die.
Hippogriff executioner.
Well, that's weak, but okay. So, our ways of dying. I got this. I'm on my roll now. So our 4 ways of dying are Hippogriff executioner, scared to death by Professor Snape, basilisk, and asphyxiation. Has everyone got that?
One more time.
Asphyxiation.
Scared.
Scared to death by Professor Snape, basilisk, and hippogriff execution.
Yes.
Just finishing my potion.
It looks lovely. Mine is not quite the color green that yours is.
Mine is always perfect. So you can't be disappointed in yourself for not quite reaching my standard.
That's what my mother says. She says, reach your own potential, which is much lower than everyone else's.
Exactly. So then you aim for the correct level and you're never sad.
No, I'm always sad. Oh, yes.
Well, then you're aiming for the incorrect level. I'm sorry, just carry on with your potion. I don't want to disturb you.
Lumos? Oh, that was wrong.
I think if you put some cockroach droppings.
I don't want to cheat. I want to know it on my own.
I just hope that we finish our potions by the time Professor Snape arrives.
Professor Snape is coming? Oh, cool. not tears. My eyes naturally lubricate themselves.
What the hell is going on?
It's like an anaphylactic shock, but I can't breathe. Professor Snape, I admire your work. But, I'm dead. No.
Professor Snape sent me in here to get rid of this.
Is her name?
Doesn't matter much now, does it?
Mr. Filch,
What?
I should think that you would be more sensitive to the fact that a student is dying.
Oh, I should think that your students should be more sensitive to the fact that I already cleaned this room.
It's not very nice. I'm going to do honor to Bethany's memory by tasting her final potion.
Doesn't seem like a good idea, but tonight.
You are a squib.
Right, well, I can say it, but you can.
Supposed to make me fly. I feel a little lighter.
Oh.
Oh, don't tell me you're going to go and die on me too. Just, Thank you. You pull that one. Oh no. Always overworking us and never overpaying us, right? I agree. Well, what are we going to do about it? We're a cat, a squid.
Basilisk.
Do you hear that? There's something coming from the potion sink over there. See if you can go look in that pipe. Let me know what it is. It's the corner. Fine, I'll go look in the sink myself. There's got to be something.
Invisible execution. Thank you very much for the big round of hands for the
Thank you to Ambrosia for hosting. She was alright. Not as good as I would have been. Just saying. We have a lovely treat for you up next. Our next performer is a singer, and she put Celestina Warbeck to shame. Don't tell my mother-in-law that I said that. She'd be very angry with me. Our next performer, she's an alumna of Ravenclaw House, and she's going to, yes, Ravenclaw! And she's going to improvise a song for us. So if you could please welcome Rodney and Cherish Longshoulder.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yes,
am I right? Let's have a good time and sing a song for everyone. Hermione? Hermione?
Yes, dear.
Hermione?
Yes, dear.
Oh, hello, Hermione. You said that Harry was not here tonight, right?
Harry is not here tonight.
That is so like Harry. You know, when you're just trying to come to a party and you know that, like, it's a big event, and, it's something where we're all coming out from school and we haven't seen each other for so long, and you're like, I'm going to put on my sparkly top. Because you really like my sparkly top, and I know that it's your brother-in-law and everything. God, it's so incestuous. Save a little for the rest of us. I was just genuinely excited to see him, but it's fine. It's fine he's not here. I'm having a great time. Fuck magic, am I right? Anyway, I'm a musical improviser, which I know that sounds like, a magical task, but it's purely a muggle skill, I promise you. Where you want to give me a suggestion, I'm going to make up a song for you. So please, this is Rodney, my magical maestro. And I promise you, I will not let my sad, pathetic state affect this magical moment for the rest of you. And nearly headless neck. It's a great ghost.
Love spell's gone wrong.
I'm sorry?
Love spell's gone wrong.
Love spell's gone wrong, that's the suggestion? Thank you.
Cherish launch longer, everyone! Especially those weird sisters, they all look like they need a washing up. Just, Rose, you have been washing behind your ears, yeah? You know you get that rash all over. Sorry. Stop. She's never going to speak to me again. As you know, we occasionally have foreign students come to Hogwarts, and sometimes foreign fever, who act like they're very much better than everyone else. Anyway, we have a special treat for you this evening. We're going to have a performance for you from the only American wizard at Hogwarts.
Thank you, Hermione. Now, I know the first thing you guys all think when I start talking is, where's your British accent? To that I have to say, Akio, give a shit! Oh look, nothing came back. It's true, I'm the only American student at Hogwarts, and I gotta tell you guys, it's not everything I expected it to be. Okay, now, I learned a lot in my first year at Hogwarts. All these different houses, they all have their special ins and outs. Like Ravenclaws, they've got a special gang sign, right? R&C. Hufflepuffs have this weird badger dance that they do. And I even learned the official Slytherin greeting. Fuck you. No, I really do like the house system. It's made me feel a lot more at home. You know, I got my brother's Slytherins and my sister's Slytherins there. But you guys are all in houses, right? You guys in houses? Yeah. House of Pancakes doesn't count, sorry. What house are you in?
Ravenclaw.
Oh, Ravenclaw, a house that's so smart, they made their logo a fucking eagle. Ravenclaw, come on. You know else? What else are you in? Hufflepuff. What do you call a Hufflepuff with 2 brain cells? Pregnant. What about you, Sarah? What else are you?
Gryffindor.
I don't have anything to say about that, you're just douchebags. What about you? Don't mind if I do. No, I like being in the houses. It's good, man. I mean, I can't really complain about Hogwarts. The food is great, the drinks are great. Butterbeer, am I right? Yeah? Anyone who drinks some butterbeer? You had a couple butterbeers tonight? How many butterbeers did you have?
So far, just one.
Call me Felix Felicis, I'm getting lucky tonight. That's a funny little potion for you, right? Makes you really confident, makes you really bold, and you get lucky. It's just whiskey. You know, everyone knows the story of Harry Potter. Every Hogwarts student has heard about Harry Potter and how great he is. But I have to say, I don't really fully believe it. You know, Harry Potter is a really unrealistic story. You know the most unrealistic thing about Harry Potter? A ginger has 2 friends. That's... doesn't happen. The other thing is, you know, they gloss over a lot of the nittier grittier stuff that's happening at Hogwarts. Like, oh yeah, all the Hogwarts students love to snog. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I can tell you personally, there have been some late night walks of shame coming back from the Slytherin dungeon. Let's just say Harry's not the only one who found the Chamber of Secrets, right? Petrificus Totalis is not the only binding spell I know. Sanctus Masochistus. Let me tell you how a real Wizarding World hookup would go, okay, right? It's late at night. I come on over, knock on your Gryffindor. Open it a little bit, and I slither in. Get the mood right, we Hufflepuff to relax. Then the robes start coming off, and you show me your Ravenclaw. Oh my God! You should have that looked at. No human should have a Ravenclaw. Oh, Quidditch. Man, Quidditch, alright. I know I'm an American, so I don't really get it, but I really don't get what the hype is with Quidditch. These guys take it so seriously. I saw a guy who had snitches before bitches tattooed on his chest. He's the Quidditch Tupac, pretty much. I'm not really that into Quidditch, you know? If I wanted a bunch of balls flying on my face, I'd just join the Death Eaters. Who would have thought they got a thing for snakes? bothering me. Something I always wanted to know. What name do you call out if you're having sex with Voldemort? Say my name! Say my name! Yeah, I like it. Say my name! Voldemort, Avada Kedavra! You dirty Horcrux. Guys, what does Hermione Granger say when she orgasms? Wingardium Leviosa. That works because it's a rising spell. What does Ron say when he orgasms? Thanks, Hermione. What does Harry Potter say when he orgasms? Draco!
No one has any proof that I say that. It's very American indeed. Our American will be going undercover tomorrow and Sunday at the People's Improv Theatre as Muggle Joe Moses in the Joe Moses one-man showsis. And if you would like to get permission to see that show, see Professor McGonagall later, and you will be able to see Professor Snape at that show as well. We have our final performance of the evening now, and it's going to be some long-form improvisation. Improvisation is a Muggle style of theatre, as you saw earlier, where the wizards who play it are too lazy to write things in advance. So it really is a shame that Ron and Harry aren't here. I do find it a bit irresponsible to not have a script, so I wrote one. But I've been told by my fellow players that I can't use it, so I'm just going to set it here on the side just in case. So now, if you would, just please put your hands together for the Hogwarts Alumni Improv Group, Wingardium Improviosa.
Of anything at all?
Moaning Myrtle.
Dane Cook and Moaning Myrtle.
I'm going to swim this summer.
It's just a lot of meat. That's all they eat in Denmark. Meat, dragon meat, hippogriff meat, all sorts of meat.
I've never seen so much meat in my life.
Well, you've never been to Denmark?
No, I never, clearly. Clearly I never have. What a day for me. What a day for us.
What's a day for us? Yeah, we're both going to eat well, like you.
I think I could do it in approximately 5 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Be my guest.
Okay.
Proceed.
This would probably be a little faster.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't think this through.
Messy there.
What's the mess? Oh, now I'm going to be hungry. That's what.
Oh,
This was supposed to. No, I challenge you to do it. I'm an idiot. Look, this was supposed to be something special for us, and I bollocksed it up, okay? Sorry.
I mean, Peter, it's not truly your fault. I was the one that was using my hubris and had to eat all of it.
You know what?
No, it's always Peter's fault.
It's
They really don't like you in Denmark.
I know. Tall tour guide. He's.
That's where he belongs. He actually likes it better though.
Alright, I would dispute that. Just because I'm always in trouble doesn't. Tall tour guide.
I'm sorry?
It's really very
Tall tour guide. I can't pronounce Danish names.
I'm burning bird.
it's all Peter's fault. First, I let my girlfriend eat open meat.
Wait a minute, excuse me, I should like to illustrate the subtle difference between men and women. Would you like some examples of how they are different? They're amusing examples that you don't see coming.
Well, I mean,
I can't.
the suspense.
Exactly.
Well, for example, men are all eating.
Pigs! They're all pigs!
No, I prefer to take a bubble bath by myself, thank you. No, please. It's been a hard day.
It's just that Miranda. I can call you Miranda.
Yes, you may call me Miranda, but don't come into my bubbles.
I thought we were going to be best friends, and we had all our classes together, and we're in the same house, and you know, we like to get plates, even though we could really get any food we want, but we get plates that I get all one food and you get the other food, and then we each eat half of the other one, even though we're in the Great Hall of really we each just get double what?
Evelyn, I'd like to be your best friend, but I just have a boundary in the bathroom. Please get out of my bath. Evelyn, I think that best friendship involves writing in notebooks and talking about boys, but the lavatory and the bubble bath takes it too far for me.
No, I don't see that at all.
Evelyn, your wand is in my tub. If I had $1 for every time I said that.
You'd have $87 because it's 87 days that I've tried to take a bath with you. And you've said no every time.
I've said no every time.
Every time I think next time, she'll say, sure, we really are best friends. But every time what you say is essentially, I deeply loathe you and find you to be an unworthy person. Please get out of my bath.
Well, that makes me sound like a bitch, but I just don't want to share a bath with my friend. I think that's a perfectly normal request. Get your tie out of my bath. That is the first time I've said that.
Look at all these hens here laying eggs. I'm just a silly muggle. I guess I'll just pick them up with my hands.
Oh, it's exactly what a muggle would do.
Oh, wow! And I'm so hungry, so I must go to the kitchen and eat them and cook them myself.
That must take ages.
It does. Life is hard.
I laid another one by eating corn. Isn't that what animals eat in the muggle world?
It is indeed. Sally, my friend, with a completely ordinary name. Please hold these eggs. Let me go and get, with my own 2 feet and no magical powers at all, that new egg.
There you go.
Oh, this place is so smelly. I wish there was something I could do about it.
You can't. This is the smell that we make, and there's nothing other than Febreze that can cover it up.
I am the bus driver. Would anybody like to take the bus?
I should like to take the bus. I'm a muggle who walked all the way here on foot, at least 1 mile, which was very difficult. I should very much enjoy a ride.
Life is hard.
Do you accept eggs to the fair for
Of
the bus?
course.
Of course you do.
Yes. We have a long history of bartering.
Do you accept magical wands as fare for the bus?
Hey, cut it out.
What's a curious
I'm doing a straight sketch, Hermione. Get it together.
Everyone in the audience knows we can do magic.
Okay, but we're trying to be plain old muggles.
Editus.
And so that, Seamus, is how butterfly sex works.
Blimey! I didn't know it was that explosive. I'd like to have a piece of that. Oh, God.
Well, if you wanted to transfigure into a butterfly, then I could make that.
Oh, don't get him too aroused. He gets very easily excited.
Hey, don't you tell them what I did.
I've seen you looking at your mother's pictures.
Hey, that's between me and my mom.
I don't know why you find that kind of floral moo-moo exciting.
Hey, don't talk about my mom like that.
You got, I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do, kill me?
Blow her up, she's an Emporium.
None of that was in the script at all.
Sorry, I'd still like to have sex with a butterfly. Thank you. Wait, I'm gonna get Dean. He's gonna want to see this. Dean!
Oh, sorry.
Let's find it. Dean!
What am I supposed to do now then?
Monologuist.
Butterfly sex is a very unusual. Butterfly sex is a very unusually explosive activity. Two butterflies fly around each other, and fireworks go off everywhere, and then they have an extension bit that touches each other, and then there are butterfly babies.
Monologuist endeth.
Call me a boner shameless. A boner shameless is also called a bonish.
I am Dean.
Okay, so I'm going to turn you both into butterflies. Butterflies? Butterflies.
I wonder what they're thinking about.
Shameless is mom, I bet.
What a Quidditch match, chaps! Everybody get in the tub. Oh, take my uniform right off.
There's nothing more that I like to do than soak after catching a snitch.
Oh, yeah, me too.
If you don't mind, I brought some bubble bath this time.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it effervescent?
Of course. Hasn't been anything else. Bubble bath. Oh.
It tickles. Effervescent for sure. It feels really good on where that bludgeon nailed me in the arse.
But you really hung in there.
Oh, thank
You
you.
were MVP today.
I just gripped that shaft. It's alright, if there's bubbles already.
There's blends right in.
Oh, no, smell.
Gentlemen, I think that we could all go pro.
Well, without doubt.
I really, truly believe it.
I think so. I like that you've accepted me as one of the guys now, that you call me gentleman too.
Well, you fought like a dude, you're in the tub like
Play
a dude.
Quidditch like a dude.
It's true.
You're certainly in.
Guys.
Don't ruin it.
Yes.
Down a little bit.
I just thought we could talk about how we feel about each other just once. Like, I think that you, Egbert, are extraordinarily handsome, but like I wouldn't want to touch you. You know, but you're a real nice guy. You say nice things about Bumbledina, your girlfriend.
Egbert, you are very good looking, I must agree. I just when I look at you empirically, you are very attractive.
Oh, I don't mind.
Are you all doing that gay party in the prefect bathroom?
It's just a soap.
It's just
Oh,
back.
it's just so boring.
Not so tall now, are you, girl? Just sitting here on the toilet. Why you sit? I don't know.
I'm just
shitty existence.
Aww. Well, someone has to. You certainly don't when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, today's the day, Cygnus. Today's the day that you're gonna get out there and play Quidditch real good. Today's the day I'm gonna get top marks. Why can't you just never be like, today's the day I'm gonna chill with Moni Little? Maybe she's sad. Maybe she needs some time.
Blimey, I never looked at it like that. I was always just so insecure about my status as a sort of second-tier character. And I did all this thrill-seeking behavior to try to compensate, and all that didn't blow up in my face. And all along, there was another ancillary person, well, person. I'm sorry. It's a little bit difficult.
I totally understand. I'm also a secondary character, and I already died, so nothing interesting would happen to me.
Are we just talking about secondary characters? Luna here. Is this where the sad secondary characters who've had terrible things happen to them come to hang out?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of death.
You know, you really know how to bring the party.
Well, I know how to knit at a party.
You guys, I think that we have to stand up for ourselves and do something really interesting. Something that's worthy of
Mrs. Norris is here. Mrs. Norris. She's not the third year. Mrs. Norris, you look sad. Come on into the toilet. It's okay. I mean, although we are elevated above you, you are still in the book. You are found dead by book 2.
Mrs. Norris, are you
petrified?
Are you a permanently transfigured person? Are you just an animal with a name of a real person? I don't know.
But I'd love to find out in a sequel series.
We have the sequel series.
Wait, cut us to us, the secret series?
The sequel.
Oh, I'm drunk, I'm sorry.
Mrs. Morris, it's so wonderful that you're here. I would like for you to meet the lion that you are to befriend, Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles! Oh, hello!
I'm an lion.
J.K. Rowling really did herself in when she wrote in a lion named Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, myself and my boyfriend, who won't commit to me, Seamus, are here at the party.
Oh, that's so wonderful. We are so happy to have you.
I'm a muggle. Please do join us. Thank you very much to our American student for joining us, and to Julie Calvin.